Yesterday we provided six sporting events, on the channel, and five of them were successful, and we lost one, which is the first game, for the day around 6 a.m. West African time. So that's basically how yesterday went. Congratulations to guys that won, playing the ones after the ones that went after the one that missed, you know, um, blessing in disguise kind of situation right there. So today we have more sporting events for you guys. First up, yeah, before that, you guys take 1 second of your time, to hit that like button for the culture, to show your support to the team also for this work. This is like um 15 out of 18, if I'm not mistaken, sporting events in the past 3 days. So subscribe if it's the first time coming across the channel, and football prediction is something you're into and you're looking at increasing your chances of winning, and beating the odds. This is the place for you basically. So yesterday we provided in the so you think you can pawn section of the podcast show the game between Sligo Rovers and Watford for you guys to give your correct score about, and unfortunately nobody was able to get that. Another shout out wasted.
Oh no!
That went away. But today we have another sporting event as always. Try and find the most entertaining one for the day, and see how we can go about sticking on that. And I think so far you guys have been amazing. Matter of fact, shout out to all of you guys. Doing it's been amazing. And first time coming across the channel, why what we do here is predict one sporting event every single day, and we try to get the correct score. And the winner, winner gets a slot provided by Mega Parry, to enjoy 1 month, free premium subscription with us. Basically, that the essence of doing that, and that it is something you're interested in. I mean, leave your comments in the comment section about the sporting events, and there will be situation reports um for you guys, to be able to help you make a better decision as far as that sporting event is concerned. Matter of fact, the one we have today is the game between PSG and Atletico Madrid from the FIFA's World Cup. We have FIFA World Cup coming up now, very entertaining, times ahead of us in terms of football, football prediction. Basically on the podcast show we'll bring in that. So let's look at this sporting event today, and what are your correct score predictions about this one? Leave that in the comment section, below. Looking forward to seeing, your correct score predictions about the sporting events today, and stand the chance to win
Paris
that
Saint-Germain have
slot
just
we
triumphed
talked
over
about
Inter Milan with a
earlier.
stunning
Okay, so here's
5-0
the
victory in
situation
the
report
UEFA
about that
Champions
sporting
League
event
final
to
5-0.
help you,
The third
make a
match of the
decision about that.
2025 FIFA Club World Cup features Paris Saint-Germain facing Atletico Madrid in a Group B showdown. The Rose Bowl Stadium in Pasadena, California, will host its inaugural match of the tournament on Sunday, as two of Europe's giants clash. With both teams expected to advance to the knockout stage, this opening encounter could play a crucial role in determining the final group standings. Paris Saint-Germain enters the tournament riding high after a historic season, having secured their first UEFA Champions League title with a 5-0 win over Inter Milan in Munich. This victory also marked a remarkable double, as Luis Enrique's squad clinched their 13th League One title just weeks prior. The French champions are now eager to carry that momentum across the Atlantic as they kick off their campaign in the United States. Atletico Madrid finished third in La Liga, trailing behind Barcelona and their city rivals Real Madrid, which has earned them a spot back in Europe's elite next season. Diego Simeone's squad concluded their domestic season on a high note, gathering 9 points from their last 4 matches, including an impressive 4-0 victory at Girona on the final day. Their mix of experience and defensive resilience makes them formidable opponents in tournament play. PSG's youthful and dynamic attack was a revelation throughout their Champions League journey, blending creativity with a well-defined structure under Enrique's adaptable 4-3-3 formation. While the foundational shape remains stable, the French team fluidly shifts into a 2-3-5 during attacking phases, allowing individual talent to shine. Although they are tactically disciplined, they stay true to their identity as entertainers.
Atletico, on the other hand, adopt a more pragmatic strategy, influenced by Simeone's meticulously organized philosophy of structure and opportunism. Their 2-1 victory against PSG in the Champions League group stage last November serves as a testament to their potential threat. During that match, Atletico's robust formation and precise finishing allowed them to depart the Parc des Princes with all 3 points. Looking at recent encounters, the last 3 clashes between the teams were closely fought, with each side claiming one victory and the other resulting in a draw. In all 3 games, both teams found the net, accumulating a total of 10 goals at an average of 3.33 goals per match. These figures indicate that fans can anticipate another fiercely competitive and open contest. The Rose Bowl is a legendary venue, having previously hosted the 1994 World Cup final. It will provide the setting for what many consider to be the standout match of Group B. Both PSG and Atletico are viewed as frontrunners to advance to the last 16, ahead of Brazil's Botafogo and the MLS's Seattle Sounders. Consequently, this match is expected to play a crucial role in determining who tops the group. Atletico are somewhat unpredictable. You can never be certain of what to expect from them. Meanwhile, there will be lingering doubts about whether PSG can replicate the brilliance they displayed in the Champions League final.
So now that you have the situation report, what do you think, the correct score will be in the sporting event? So you think you can punt? Let us get, to going basically. So yesterday we had a couple of sports events for you guys. Let's look at what happened there exactly. You can zoom in, at that. And first game was between Avalande and St. Alban Saints, and we, expected the home team to win yesterday, and they ended up drawing that game 2-2, even if they were ahead, at first, and then somehow, let off basically and conceded a goal late on, so and they also had a red card in that sporting event also. Next sporting event we had was the game between Wolves and Queensland Lions. Expected the away team to win, and the away team did win, 1-4. Um, you know, in that sporting event yesterday. So we had that one win. The next one was between Beijing Guan and Chang Chong Yatai. And we expected the home team to win, and they did win 2-1 in that sporting event yesterday. So moving on, next sporting event we had was the game between Shenzhen Peng City and Shanghai Sheona. And we expected over 1.5 to be seen in that sporting event, and we had 3-1 being the final scoreline in that one. Next sporting event we have is the game between, or we had, it's the game between Zhejiang Greentown and Shanghai Port. We expected over 1.5 goals to be scored there, and that ended 2-2 in that sporting event. The next and final sporting event was between Kuressari, and Levadia Tallinn from Estonia, and we expected the away team to win, and they did, win that 1-1-2. That sporting event kind of really tough that one. So that's how yesterday, went. So 5 of those 6 sporting events provided to you guys, were successful. So congratulations, guys. For those. Congratulations to those who were able to carve out something from what we provided on the channel yesterday. So we're moving on to today's sporting events. But before we do that, don't forget to hit that like button. Very important to do that. Subscribe first time coming across the channel. Inviting you to do that. Become a part of this community of what we like to call savvy sports traders that we are building on here, everyone. So that being said, don't forget to turn notification bells on. It's very important to do that so that you get notified as soon as we post something of value, which can't be at any time, but we try to do that every single day. So you want to turn that on so you know first. And that being said, you should join the Telegram community. Should you don't want to turn notifications on, you will be notified. Maybe a day before or thereabout. About the starting time for the next event. That will help you really well. If you don't want the notifications bells turned on, you can join that community and also get closer to a one-on-one conversation with us where you can redeem your slots also if you get to win in the so you think you can point section of the show. Okay, guys. So that being said, let's get into the sporting events we have for today. The first is a game between Kupus Academia and Rovaniemi. Okay, and we expect over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event today, and that is from the Finland, Yekonen, and that kicks off at 1300, you know, West African time. That sporting event. The next sporting event is the game between um, Fram Reykjavik and FH Hafnarfjord Hafnarfjord, okay, and we expect over 1.5 goals to be scored in that sporting event, and that kicks off at 2015 West African time, which will be in the evening by our time from Iceland. That sporting event. Next is the game between um, Hanoi FC and Vettel, and we expect over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event today, and that kicks off around 11 a.m. West African time. This is from Vietnam V League, that sporting event. Before I go for the guys, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, just time of coming here, and turn notification bells on. Next sporting event is between Hepong and Bibi Nong, and we expect, over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event. That kicks off around 11, a.m. That sporting event from the Vietnam V League. Also, next sporting event is between Quang Nam and Nam Ding, and we expect the away side, you know, um, to win in that sporting event. That kicks off around 11 a.m. as well. And this is still from Vietnam V League. That one last sporting event we have is the game between Dong A Tan Hoa and Kong An Hanoi, and we expect over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event today. And that is, kicking off at 1100 a.m. West African time. So those are the sporting events we have for you guys today, for you to, go about doing what you do, increase the chances of winning and beating the odds in the long run, basically. So information provided here is to just keep you informed. We share our playbook to you every single day, basically, to help you also increase your chances of winning on the show. That's why we set this up to also educate you, keep you updated, and entertained, as seen in So You Think You Can Fun section of this show, basically. And, that's basically why we set up this channel. Please do not consider any information here, financial advice. This is not in any way advising you financially, okay? This is just sharing information we have with you as far as football is concerned and football predictions are concerned, okay, guys? So, that being said, there are also factors that can affect the outcome of these events. You have factors like VAR is one of those. You could have, red cards in some sporting events. You could have own goals scored, penalty kicks also awarded, on injury and fitness concerns to key players right in the middle of when these sporting events are going on, and all of these can affect the outcome of what we are predicting and the information that we even have. So that being said, you should endeavor to gamble responsibly and do not stake more than you can afford to let go of it. It's very important, to note that that is kind of the golden geese rule of the game, basically, just make sure you do that, okay, guys. Very important. So, till we see again in the next episode, I hope that you'll be able to find something of value from this one. Till we see again in the next episode. May the odds be in our favor always, guys. Peace out.